What goes on, everybody? It's Jatori.
And Jay.
And this is another episode of Do You Mind? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
I'm feeling good too. Thank you so much for all the support, everybody. You made it to episode 3, which means you're amazing.
Really amazing.
What we got on the docket today?
So on the docket today, we got just a few topics that we want to, just submerge through, if you will.
All right, submerge.
I don't know if I use that term correctly.
It's fine. It's okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's fine.
Submerge.
Swim
through.
Yeah, we're just gonna
paddle through.
We're gonna dive on in.
Dive on in.
Only
real American dad fans know what's going on there.
Okay, so.
Nah.
Alright, you go for it.
Alright, so our first topic, first up on the docket today is public schools.
Public schools.
And should your kid go to them?
Oh my god.
Nah, that wasn't part of it. It was just public schools in general.
Yeah. So, where did you go? Well, no.
Yes.
How was public school for you?
Public school.
We went to the same public.
Elementary.
Middle school and
not elementary, middle.
Yeah.
Middle and high went to the same.
Yeah.
Interesting. Public school is interesting for me because I, until up to my 6th grade, went to nothing but private schools.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So when I was
So you can really.
Yeah. It's different for me. So like when I was even my kindergarten was private school. So from kindergarten to 4th grade, I went to a Christian private school.
Mm-hmm.
So like that was interesting in itself. And then I went from 5th to I went to private school in 7th grade. So from 5th to 6th, it was charter schools. God, I hated my 5th grade so much because the school was like very catering towards parents. So I had a job. I was literally at school from 8 to 5.
Okay.
That's when school ended for us at 5. So it was 8 to 5. Instead of like regular time, like 8 to 2 when you're in like middle school, elementary, it's like I think it's 8 to 3.
Mm-hmm.
So from 8 to 5 every day, except for like every other Tuesday we got it at 1. That wasn't enough. It should have been every Tuesday.
So did you have classes from 8 to 5?
From 8 to goddamn 5.
How long was each class?
Like an hour and a half.
Okay. How many classes?
2 hours. How many classes did we have? It depended on the day, because now I think about classes might have been like 3 hours.
Oh.
Because we had at least
That's college.
Bruh. We had at least like 3 to 4 classes a day. And classes probably about 2 hours. So it was like 2 hours, we had like gym, or I think we started recess back then. Gym, recess, and then we had like an hour lunch.
I don't even remember when I had recess in elementary school, because if someone talked and they was like loud and they was acting up, we didn't have recess, and I was like, you messed it up for everybody.
Fun fact, recess in I think public schools or just in school systems in general are not for the kids, it's for the teachers, because that's their break.
I mean, that would make sense. So I guess the teacher loved us so much that she didn't want to be away from us.
Nah. She was just, what's it called? Sabotaging her own self.
Yeah.
But anywho, I went to private schools, and the thing about like private versus public schools, you're kind of on your own. Like they don't really help you, like not like private schools do. Like with private schools, they'll kind of like push you along to get you to where you need to go.
Yeah.
And like to get you to like the next grade.
Yeah.
So like say if you're like,
you got money behind you.
Yeah, so I mean you're paying for it, so they gotta help you. But like say if you're like a C/D student, they're gonna like push you along to the next grade. They're gonna help you. They're gonna raise your grade and all that stuff. In public school, you're just on your own. It's you either sink or swim over here. I went back to my swimming little day.
Oh, your swimming little analogy?
Submerging.
Little analogy? Yeah, but private schools are hella expensive for like...
Yeah, they are.
Sometimes not even like the best stuff.
Which is interesting.
In what way?
What the hell?
I mean, tell me more.
Tell you more?
Cross my legs that are my hands.
Those are your legs?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna put them back down here now.
But we lost my train of thought. Oh, you're talking about crossing hands and stuff.
Private schools. Yeah,
tuition. Tuition. Okay, so like you pay for stuff that you like necessarily wouldn't even probably do. So like my 5th grade, I went to a charter school, but the charter school was like It was like the Boys and Girls Club of Venice. So it was like in that building. And that school was a marine biology school.
Oh, yeah.
We went to the beach once. And in that time, we didn't do nothing marine biology. Like, we surfed, we swam.
You surfed.
And we all went home. That was that. So
just because you didn't take the time to go dive under the water and learn about marine life, don't blame the schools.
What was happening right there?
I'm telling you, don't blame the schools for
What was that accent?
It was whatever. It was whatever it was.
Yeah, that happened. That happened.
I said this in the first episode, but it's gonna happen. I don't think like that.
Right. But nah, like literally, we like nothing about it was marine biology. Like none of the classes. It was regular English, regular math, regular social studies. It was like nothing about it was marine biology. However, we were paying for marine biology school, which was interesting.
Marine
so, like,
biology money without the marine biology.
Marine biology. So I was always curious why it was marine biology school when we didn't even do nothing like that. And like my mom was paying for that. That's why she's like, you ain't going back there next year. And that's why. No, that was 6th grade actually. That's why a year after that I went to public school. Where I met you. Hey. Actually, where you met me.
Okay.
Let's put it there in perspective. Where she met me.
Okay.
Her best friend ever.
I don't know.
The most stable person in her life. The best person in her life.
Stable.
I mean.
Anyway, I'm just gonna move on.
The best person in her life. Me. If
I had one of those things to pull off comedians off the stage, you know, the little, it looks like a cane, but it's a hook. I was like, why are they using canes to pull people off stage? Like, just, you know.
That's what you do? You put me on stage?
Yeah.
I'll fall off my chair then.
Nope.
You just let me fall? How are you pick me up? Because that's what a good best friend does.
Oh.
Oh, so you went?
So about public schools and my experiences.
Y'all heard it here first, bro.
Heard it here first.
She wouldn't pick me up if I fell.
If she's on the ground, I'm nowhere to be found, so don't look for me.
Hey, that was a bar real quick.
Really?
If she was on the ground, I'm nowhere to be found, so don't look at me.
My mixtape's coming out like June 1st after the quarantine.
It drops.
So when we met I met you in 7th grade.
That's right. I chose you.
Oh, you chose me? I chose. That's nice.
I was like, hey, that girl over there.
But what are you doing? Like, you're asking me what I'm doing. What is all this?
Oh, that was me. That was me pointing when we were
but I'm right here.
in line. No, that was me like pantomiming back in the day when we were in
our experience from public school. We met in PE.
We did.
Middle school was like, I don't want to say the worst time of my life, but the worst part of my educational career.
Really? Why?
Because of all the bullying and shit.
Oh, right. Damn, I was there.
You were there.
You know what? I didn't care. Not about you getting bullied. About the bullies. You know what? Let me clarify that. Not about her getting bullied.
Best friend.
About the bullies. Because I was just like, man, you can't really bully me. Because it's like,
you actually care about nothing, to be quite honest. I think that's why we work.
What?
You don't care about anything.
Really?
And I care about everything.
That's true.
Yeah.
I grew a philosophy in life at a very young age. If I can't change something, then F it. And if I can change it, well, then F it. I'm going to change it.
Wait a minute. I have that philosophy now, but I still care about everything.
I mean, caring is a lot of work.
It is.
Yeah. But yeah, it's hard to bully me. I'm just kind of like, I guess.
Yeah, you're bully proof. Lucky you. But I don't remember. It was either before. Don't be sorry.
Okay. I'm not sorry anymore.
It was either before we met in 7th grade and 6th grade. I don't remember. But and we could talk about bullying on like another episode. But like, I was bullied in 6th grade. Don't know why. It just kind of like randomly popped up. I feel like that's what it's always like. Mm-hmm. And then bullied in 7th grade by some new people. Mm-hmm. And, you know, first of all, the first thing that's trash about public schools, first of all, wait, hold on. Disclaimer. I like public schools because I feel like education should be given to, free for all. But you need to step your game up. Come on. Like, the Department of Education, all y'all need to step your game up.
This is like it's not out of the point, but like, I think relatively in terms of public schools, we went to a pretty good public school.
Oh, no. We went to a really good public school compared to others. Mm-hmm. But when you compare us to other countries, then we're trash. But that's besides the other point.
America.
In terms of America, I'm not complaining about the school that I went to. We went to a predominantly white school.
Really? To me, it was always pretty mixed.
I mean, it
was mixed.
It's mixed, but it's still predominantly white.
Was it?
Yeah.
Damn, where was I? I was not there.
I mean, like,
it's obvious.
I don't know what mixed is like, you know, like,
Because it looked like it was a lot of other races, not just like white, black.
You know why? Because we're all there on permits.
That's true.
And we hung around the certain crowds, but I think it was really predominantly white, even though we didn't see that. We had already saturated, so it's fine.
That's true.
We already came in.
That's true.
Anyway, when someone's coming to y'all about bullying, do something about it. Don't just like be like, oh man, sucks to be
Sucks
you.
to suck.
Sucks to suck. But what else, man? Like PE.
Why do we keep getting bullied in PE? You remember was it high school?
Did we get bullied in PE?
That was 8th grade, yeah. That was 8th grade.
That was 8th grade?
Was it 8th grade?
Did we get bullied in high school?
No, we didn't.
Don't we sound pathetic? I don't know. Like, god damn!
I mean, it was just like, I feel like it was weird bullying because one of the girls that was like bullying us, I was literally just cool with her in summer school.
Oh.
And I was like, what?
I mean, looking back on it, it's more of like a...
Pac mentality?
I don't know. But I mean, like, you're in middle school, you're figuring yourself out, you're probably trying to, like, fit in with other people. Because, like, the girl that you're talking about, we were cool, too, afterwards.
Not that girl. I mean, another girl.
Oh, who? Oh, no, I'm talking about the short one.
Not her.
Who are you
Another
talking
one.
about? Oh.
It was another girl. And literally, we had summer school together, and we were literally hanging out all the time during summer school. And then, like, literally, we came back after that summer school, and then that's when she started, like, bullying. I think I was bullied by association just because I hung around with you. I'm not gonna hold you.
Hey.
Because I think I heard her talking about you, and I was like, what?
Probably.
Stop. And then that's when she and her friends started doing it, and I was like, what?
Probably.
What?
I wouldn't, whatever the phrase I'm looking for is.
What's the phrase?
I don't know.
Look for it.
I'm gonna look for it later. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
We don't, because she just said the phrase.
I don't even remember what I was talking about. So, yeah, PE. How'd you like PE other than the bullying? Middle school and high school.
Man,
Why y'all making us run the mile? No one even ran it. I walked it.
We walked
every
it.
single time. The cross country.
I think PE was fun in like middle school because like I had friends like in each of them, like each of my classes. But like in middle school, it was you, me, and Anthony. We were just like hanging out, talking, having fun. And then like in our high school, after 10th grade, you don't have to do PE anymore. I don't know about y'all high school, but you have to. So like in 10th grade PE, it was me and Kristen and Lauren and Monique and Salome, and literally we just like we'd tell our PE teacher, we'd be like, hey yo, it's African holiday, so we can't do no work today. And she just like kind of believed it. She was like this Asian lady, so she just believed us. Like me and Kristen would be like, yeah, it's this today.
That's hilarious.
So now, we can't do nothing.
Well, you wouldn't have known this, but the private schools have PE. Yeah, probably just like
maybe.
More higher tech PE.
No, really.
No.
I mean, like, cause I went private school back in like elementary days.
Yeah.
So PE was recess.
Oh yeah.
So we were just running around outside playing with dolls and balls and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So it wasn't too much of a difference.
All right. What else about public schools?
Public schools are. I feel like our public school experience is so different just because the public school we went to. Like ours was like a little bit more funded and everything, so we had much more than other public schools had.
I mean, yes and no.
What do you think? What do you mean?
I just realized that like another friend that we went to high school with, like they didn't really know anything about Black History because our Black History Month.
We had Black History Month in
Exactly. Like they didn't teach anything. That's why I said it was predominantly white because
those are most schools though.
No, not the black schools. I'm pretty sure they're like, hey, you better know this. But just like the funding and everything, whatever. We can go on and on about this.
We could. On and on and on and on. I think that's a song, but I can't remember it. I was gonna break out into it, but now I can't remember the song.
Okay, so in high school, we were doing some like, we were into certain things that as Black girls, I guess, okay, that Black girls like weren't necessarily, now evidently I'm finding this out, that Black girls weren't necessarily into.
Like what?
Well, for one, anime.
Anime is life.
Video games.
Yes.
I wasn't really into makeup, although my mom really wanted me to be into makeup.
I think that's a universal girl thing though, to be into makeup.
To be into it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Yeah. So you were one of the ones who like wasn't into it. You were on the other side of that fence.
I guess. There wasn't a lot of girls who wore makeup.
Yeah, not in our high school. I feel like TV high schools be lying because they be all high heels and short dresses.
Lord.
Long ass eyelashes.
Don't you think that when we were younger and we watched those shows and from to today, like they got kind of shorter and younger?
They did.
Yeah. They got like 30-year-olds to play high school.
It's true because they did. Back in the day when we were watching stuff, there was 30-year-olds. But now it's like 19 to early 20s.
Yeah.
But it was like full blown ass adults.
Today I'm like, Raven, you couldn't pass as like a high schooler. So like today, like.
Of course you could now.
No, I mean like back then when I was like younger, I was like, oh, she's a high schooler. Like
she could pass like in the first few seasons.
First few seasons.
But she was like, what?
But then when they started getting older, it's like, man, you're 30.
You're 30. Anywho.
Yeah.
Stuff we shouldn't like, but we did. Or didn't. People didn't know that we liked.
Yeah, I realized today that there's a lot of like men saying like, where's my girl that likes anime and stuff like that. I'm like,
right here.
Nah, not right here.
Not right here.
We don't want, no.
They was right in front of you.
They was like everywhere.
I realized that like most guys who say that stuff like that, oh, whereas like back in the day I liked anime and all the girls who didn't want me or something like that.
Yeah.
Or the girls that I liked didn't want me. It's probably because you was a weirdo. You was probably strange. It's because you was the one running Naruto style down the hallway and no one wanted to talk to you.
I remember those people.
Because you was doing too.
Dude, like I remember looking out of the window of my classroom and then like it was lunchtime and people was really running with their arms behind their back all the way to it. I was like, alright. But then you get older, then we have a whole Naruto run to the beach and I was like, alright, I'm still not doing it.
It was that kid. He's the one who went to the Naruto run at the beach. He was the one in high school running up and down the hallways like that, talking about, where's my girlfriend? Her der.
Her der?
Yes.
Alright.
That's the sound I assume he made. It was a her der.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, I'm getting a phone call, cuz. Alright, I'm not getting no more. And I put the phone on silent. My bad, y'all. My bad. That's not professional.
Anyway, black girls that like literally everything exists. Girls that like everything exists, but specifically black girls that like everything exists.
I feel
we like film, we like anime, we like video games, we like photography, we like I don't know, appliances. I don't know, just like
appliances.
Like
that stove over there.
Nah, not the stove. The refrigerator though. That's a nice refrigerator.
It's a nice refrigerator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good job.
You know what? Good job.
We like talking.
Good job.
Shit.
She's naive.
She's naive.
I feel like the things that black girls like people don't expect black girls to like mostly is anime. I feel like video games is kind of like a stretch, but it's like, okay, there are black girl gamers, but then it's like anime, like, oh, that's like nerdy, that's weird, that's like strange, like, and this is a side note. But how come when you be like, oh yeah, I like anime too?
Hey,
people trying to quiz you on a whole backstory of anime. Who was the first anime creator ever? Like, bruh.
The first anime creator?
Like, what?
Don't be a gatekeeper. You're a douche.
That is douchey.
And like,
that's so douchey.
Bye. Just
I hate
bye.
It.
All the way bye. Not even bye, Felicia. Bye, Philip. Because you're a dude.
Because you're a dude.
And the pick-me's that be like following them and be like, yeah. No.
Pick-me's?
Yeah.
Please explain.
Oh.
For our viewers at home.
Oh, okay. Let's see. A pick-me. So let's say, for example, there's this dude and he's all like mansplaining, he's talking and he's like, being like the worst man ever.
Yeah.
And then this girl is like defending herself and she's like, what are you talking about? Stop it. And then this other woman, I wanted to say female, and then this other woman comes in and basically defends him even though he is all the way wrong. She's just, trying to
get him to pick her.
Yes, basically.
That's why she's a pick me.
Thank you. I saw someone on Twitter use that word or use that phrase in a totally wrong way. And I was just like, I don't know, but it was wrong. And the people were like, that's not what a pick
That's not what that is.
But you know what they said? They said, here come the pick-me's. And I was like, what? No. And before you ask, yes, they were. Anyway.
I was gonna ask, but it's nice to have that knowledge that they were. Y'all know what that means at home. You know what it means if you're black.
Anyway.
Yes, Tori, talk to me about. I don't know what we're talking about.
Is there anything else that things black girls aren't expected
Oh,
to
there's
like.
so many things, like, but it's in the realm of, like, you know, like, gaming and anime and things
tech.
like that. Tech? Really?
Tech. Oh, you know, you can look at any industry, and just because of the nation we live in, there's not a lot of black girls in a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, tech specifically, there's not, even, you haven't seen the show Hunters, but, like, in Hunters, that was back in the day, but the one detective, that black woman, she was like, hey, give me some work. Everyone was like, oh, here she go.
Oh, here she go, wanting to do work at her job. Trash.
No, but, like, shout out to the black women in tech, in the gaming industry, in the software industry.
Solid.
The creators, the artists, the drawers, the painters,
Solid.
and everybody else. The nurses, the doctors.
Shout out to black girls in
Woo.
general. I don't want no one coming into this. What about all girls? Nah!
Ooh.
Not now. Not at this moment. Not when Corona's out here. I don't know. Yo, I make myself laugh, bro. I don't know about you. I don't know about you, but I think I'm funny as hell. You don't think I'm funny? No.
You know what else was happening in public schools?
No. See, you just laughed right now. Hey, y'all, I'm funny.
I'm laughing at the foolishness.
Hey, leave a comment below and tell me how funny I am from a scale of 9 to 10.
Tell me I'm pretty. I'm sorry. At every instance, I think of one show that I looked at as a child. And you know what that was? That was Fairly Odd Parents.
Tell me I'm pretty. He's like, you're pretty.
You know what else was super apparent? And it's like still kind of super apparent now, but I think it depends on the circle that you're in.
Yeah.
The dark skin and light skin fetishes. Well, the light skin fetishes.
Light skin fetishes. There's also dark skin fetishes, though.
Yeah. In like a certain way, though, right? Explain.
I think it's like it's in the same vein of light skin and dark skin fetishes. Like, you know what? I kind of like get confused about it myself because sometimes like I do worry, like, do I have a dark skin fetish? Because like the way you like fetishize over like black people, like kind of putting them up to like more about their making them out to be black and not a person. So like I'm fetishizing you in that way, and like I worried like, do I have a dark skin fetish? Because like when I was in high school, it was all about light skinned boys. It was all light skin this, light skin that. Even though I never dated a light skinned boy, but like boyfriends I had.
I think that was most people. Like that was like a whole dark skin.
There was a light skin.
Remember our friend. I don't know about naming names.
Who friend? Our friend?
Yeah, Alexis.
Who?
Oh my god, she doesn't remember anyone from high school.
Alexis.
Alexis. Oh my god, Danita's friend. Shout out to everyone we named in this podcast.
Oh yes.
Udema.
Yes.
All right.
Why'd you say that name? I would have knew.
You actually realized who I was talking about before I named the name.
I did.
Anyway, someone had told her, like, you're pretty for a dark skinned girl.
I hate.
That's not a compliment.
That's a
backhanded compliment. It's a compliment.
That's like saying, oh, you're better than them or something like that.
Like,
or you're the best one.
Like, you're pretty. You know, you'd be like dark skinned girls aren't pretty.
Yeah, you basically told me all dark skinned girls are ugly except for me. So basically I'd be ugly, but something about like one thing, maybe my eyes, makes me pretty. Up to your standards.
Hey man, there are some guys in college.
Yes.
There was actually this guy with like light eyes, but he wasn't pretty or cute or anything. I was just like, why? The exception to the rule. I looked at him and I was like,
you're a waste of eyes.
He wasn't ugly. I don't want to be like, but he was like, I was like,
I wouldn't do it.
Eyes don't work on everybody.
Eyes don't work on everybody? Oh, he was exception to the fact that if you have pretty eyes, you're pretty.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Because everyone that had pretty eyes in high school, it's like,
oh, you're so pretty.
Oh, your eyes. They loved you for your eyes.
True.
Oh, so all the guys in high school who had pretty eyes, they loved you for your eyes, not you.
That's true.
They would gouge out your eyes if they could and just keep them.
It was your eyes.
Yeah.
I can't recall anyone that had pretty eyes in high school, but then again, I can't recall nothing. So don't take that from me.
Lord.
You see how little took me to remember a girl I hung out with like basically every day.
But no, like we even had friends, not just you, but people who like only like the light skinned boys, and I had to check myself too. But I was really like, do I just like them because they light skinned? not all the boys in high school were like cute and light skinned.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, to be quite real with you,
all the boys is ugly and light skinned.
huh?
All the boys is ugly and light skinned.
Yeah. To be quite real with you, I felt because there was a lot of girls that was light skinned in high school too.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of them.
Yeah.
I didn't actually feel pretty or like cute or nothing, just because I felt common and oversaturated. To me,
because you was a light skinned girl?
yeah, because like in like high school I was like, well, light skin is like common and like stuff like that, and I was like, where are like the dark skinned girls and stuff like that.
That's so true.
That's how I felt, and I was like, meh.
I feel like now, it's like not an oversaturation, but like a thing of where dark skin is like becoming like the thing and becoming like pretty.
It's definitely a
and
thing.
it's like, and it's a huge fetish now.
Oh yeah.
Like, but it's also not a fetish because like there's like the stories you hear about like girls who were like really dark skinned girls who were bullied for their skin tone and then bam, they got a modeling contract.
And they still are.
Yeah, and they're still like bullied, and they're still like also like the other side of that, they're fetishized.
When Lupita Nyong'o, like, I don't want to say emerged because she's been like out before her.
When she got mainstream.
When she became mainstream, everyone was like, "Oh my God, so beautiful!" And then after a while, I was like, "Okay, this is like not the regular what you guys should be doing."
Yeah.
Like, "Oh my God, Lupita, you're so beautiful!"
I feel like they were.
Duh.
It was that because she was dark skinned,
Exactly.
and there wasn't.
They
like,
had never.
They
I've never seen a
that.
dark skinned girl before. This pretty.
My first time seeing dark skin.
A pretty one. Oh, like oh, okay. Excuse you,
sir,
and ma'am.
It's my robe.
Close your robe, y'all.
That's the thing I'm gonna start doing it.
But yeah, I noticed that, like, oh my God, it was either after college or in college that I actually was like becoming more like, well, damn.
Well, damn what?
Like, everything. Like being more self-aware, and I was like already kind of self-aware, but more self-aware about my surroundings, who I am, blackness. Blackness was just me self-aware, like.
You trying to slap me? Y'all saw it here.
After college,
Abuse.
After college, like it's like, oh yeah, Black History, oh yeah, reparations.
Oh yeah, Black History. Oh yeah, reparations.
But in college, like, you know, just blackness as a concept. And
I didn't. This is like some real stuff. I didn't like start. Like I always knew, I was like never ashamed to be black, but I didn't start loving to be black until I got like in college.
Yeah.
And so I got like on Twitter. And so I got
I kid you not.
Like I started to love being
like
black.
college is cool and all, but like when you start actually, I would say, if you can't actually physically go out into the world, social media like helps you like learn from other people.
It does.
And if you actually listen to people and not like you know, type and everything, you can actually like learn a lot of stuff.
You do. Like when I was on, like, I'd be on like Twitter and Tumblr, and like, you know, like if not on social media, you would hear the obvious that, you know, black guys don't like black girls, white guys don't like, no one likes black girls. But then like I'd go on Twitter and Tumblr and then be like people caping hard for black girls, like black girls is this, black girls is that.
You know what? That's a certain
girls, dark skinned girls, they're everything.
That's a
like,
certain community though on Twitter, because they also have the opposite on Twitter.
Which is what?
The opposite of all that love and stuff.
That's so true.
That's full of pick-me's and what do we call the guys? Trash? I don't know.
Garbage.
Garbage?
Hot garbage.
Those men who like literally just like shit on black women to like
hate it.
If you love a certain type of woman, race, whatever, that's not black, why do you have to put the other one down? Just like love who you love.
That's so true.
And then like, you know, I don't get if people like talking trash about you because you're dating someone outside of your race. That doesn't mean you have to put down other people. Love who you love and leave us alone. Just leave black women alone.
Say that again real quick.
Wait, which part?
Leave black women alone.
Leave black women alone.
That's right.
I did not expect that. Why did you do that?
Cause it looked good.
You gonna hurt your neck.
You know, I kind of did. I'm not as young as I used to be. You know, I can't be doing all the stuff that I did.
Pulled some. Oh, you was doing that back in the day?
I mean,
she pulled her neck, trying to do a long
creak.
neck.
I have a question for you, actually.
What's up?
This is left field. Let's get serious.
Curveball?
Curveball. It's not a curveball at all. I just want to do this with my hands.
So you don't actually have anything to ask me?
No, I do.
Oh.
But I still want to do this with my hands.
Okay.
So, how is it like going out with? interesting thing about me and Tori, both of us are light skinned, both of our moms are dark skinned.
Hell yeah, beautiful black women.
That's right. How was it like when maybe you heard stories from mom when you were a baby and growing up, like being with like a light skinned baby with a dark skinned mom?
Oh my goodness. So my mom told me, okay, so y'all haven't seen baby pictures of me, obviously, but like when I was a baby,
I'm gonna put one right here.
When I was a baby, I look like this. All of that. Some people know what this means. I look like this.
Wait. What's this mean? Shame on you?
No, you don't want to tell everyone.
What?
When someone's like, is she black?
Really? What if a white person does that then?
Then they know what's up.
Huh. I didn't know what that is. Is that like a South thing? A Southern?
I don't know if it's a South thing. It's like a black thing. Like some other people may do that, but like actually, non-white people do that for the most part, and they might do this, or like this. You know, gotta use what you got.
I get
to communicate without words. Really?
On movies, on shows, never.
I don't think they put it in movies.
I've never in my life.
But now that they saw this, they may put it in a movie, and then it's gonna be like, you did it wrong.
Man, you saw it here first.
Hey man, did you see the color of that car? It was.
I'm gonna start using that now.
You should.
That's like that SpongeBob meme where it's like, hey, is he gay?
Oh.
Like the SpongeBob meme is like, hey, yo, is he?
It kind of caught me off guard because I went to like a job interview, and then the lady was like, oh, you know, I put someone, like, we have someone else that works here and there, and I was like,
was that a black person who did that?
I actually don't know what she is, to be quite honest.
Well, if you don't know that she wasn't black.
She was racially ambiguous. You know what they say.
You should have recorded that and go straight to HR. Anyway, back to the topic at hand.
Yeah, what did you say? My mom, you know, my mom pushed me in a stroller and I was like this. And then I think she told me that someone was like, they literally said that she wasn't like, who's the mom? Or like, where's the mom? And stuff like that. And I was like, when she told me that, I was like, well, I mean, I'm here now. Obviously when you're a child, you don't look like your mom. But if you look at me and my mama, I'm literally the light-skinned version of her.
Yeah, it's true.
People like calling us sisters. And I like go along with it. Wait, do I? Nah, I be messing it up sometimes. Like, no, that's my mama. And I'm like, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, you could have got yours, moms. That's funny. I have the exact same story from my mom.
Yeah.
Like when she was grocery store shopping or something and she pushed me in my stroller, people would always think that she's like my nanny or something. They would never think that she's my mom.
Oh.
Especially because like, y'all can't tell because of lighting, but I'm pretty light. Am I lighter than you or same color? I'm like yellower than you.
Well, your hand is definitely lighter than.
I'm like yellower than her, but like I'm pretty light.
And then I have red undertones. I don't know.
I have yellow ones, but I'm pretty light, and like I'm so light because my dad is
hella
light.
We're black.
We're black.
Mom black, dad black. Dads are just like, all right.
He is. People always, every time people meet my dad, I don't think you met my dad before. I think you probably saw him once.
He came.
He did come here.
Yeah.
Oh, you met him. That was like a few weeks ago. I don't remember that. No, that was like a couple months ago. But like, usually when people see my dad, they always ask if he's like Mexican. So like my dad's mixed. So that's why I'm like super like compared to my mom, who's dark skinned. But like, she said like every time she would go out with me and it was just her and if like my dad wasn't there and it was just her and me, she would always get asked who the mom is.
Yeah.
And it's just like, bruh. We look alike. Like I look like my mom and my dad, but I do look like my mom's enough to where it's like we look alike. Even like growing up as a kid and like even sometimes like as a teenager, I'm like hand in hand walking with my mom.
Aww.
People look like what's going on there? You know, like it's just kind of like
hand in hand.
It's like people can't see past color. You know.
What are you pointing at?
I don't know. The tripod? People can't see past color and they don't think that me light-skinned baby is with this dark-skinned
I don't know. I feel like my grandma on my dad's side said that he was mixed or something, but my dad is light white. That's what I call him. Like super pale. That's how I came out like this.
Like this. Oh, your dad's really pale too. Pale dads.
She gave me a high five that time.
So I gotta be trash, huh? I gotta be trash.
But yeah, this is like kind of like from the sun and like just playing outside too. Because if I stayed in and was like a homebody my whole life.
Yeah.
I've only recently become a homebody. I mean, and not because of Corona or anything, but like I've like always been like a homebody.
I ain't gonna life, you know. You know what it is.
But yeah, you know, so
do you think because we have like dark skinned moms, we're not like, I don't want to say typical light skinned girls, but like there's like a lot of light skinned girls, at least that I know of, that's like very, like kind of like a little bit colorist, towards like darker skin
I feel like
girls.
we all have colorism, and we all not practice, but we all kind of
have pre-assumed color.
Yeah, we all have pre-assumed colorism to like a point.
Really?
Until we like.
Do you identify yours? Do you know what yours is, or something? Or like...
Something. I'm gonna think about it in a second. But like, I mean, we all literally grow up with media only showing light-skinned girls. So to a point, we all have it, and everyone has things that they have to unlearn, and that's kind of really hard. It's kind of hard to swallow that. You think you're like, oh yeah, you know, I am woke. I haven't heard that word in a long time. I don't think people really use
ran it into the ground.
Everyone has things that they have to unlearn. As far as colorism, I didn't actually realize that there was a lack of dark-skinned women when I was like, you know, just like realizing,
and stuff.
Yeah, just like realizing that, oh wow, this is really actually the first person. Like the fact that I'm okay with this, or like if a character, you know, when you're younger, like what are you gonna do? When a character is like whitewashed, or like a slightly light skinned, or then like when Halle Berry played Storm, and like everyone else that played Storm, you know, yeah,
it sucks. You know, it's funny because like. Now that you mention it, I didn't really notice that there wasn't a lack of like dark skinned women in media because they were like the same color as me, I just saw it's
you
a
saw
black
yourself.
Woman. Yeah, I saw myself, so I'm like, oh, it's a black woman. Heck yeah. But like as you get older and know, you're like, bro, there is more shades of black than this.
It's a lot of like, hey, we made it type things, but it's been a few years now. I think it's been long enough.
It has.
It's like we can like ask for more, or not ask, do it ourselves.
Yeah.
And that's what people are doing in Shannon.
You know what, like, dark skin, I guess shaming would be the word. It's more of a, I think that was Midnight, the dog. It's more of a, black girl thing, well, like, obviously black girl, but it's like a girl thing. Because, like, when you're dark skinned and a girl, it's like a little bit more, you get shamed more. However, when you're like a dark skinned guy, it's like, oh, dang, he's fine. Look at his white teeth. Look at his flawless skin.
Look at his white teeth.
Yeah, it's like, look at his skin. Like, if you like, I don't know if y'all notice this, but like, if you watch a movie or a show with a black family, it'll probably be a dark skinned mom, maybe a it'll be like, I'm not, dark skinned dad.
Yeah.
And it'll be like maybe a brown. No, it'll be like a brown mom.
Brown to light
and
skin.
the daughter will be light skinned.
Yeah.
And the son, like, she'll be like racially ambiguous light skinned. And then like the son will be dark skinned.
Yeah.
And it's like
the wife is brown to dark skin though, like
the wife will be brown to dark skin, the dad will be dark skin, but somehow, well, obviously not somehow, colors work like that. But they have like this racially ambiguous light skinned daughter. And that's like a thing that
in the entertainment acting world, racially ambiguous is like everything.
Oh, it is, yeah.
But like, oh yeah, you can play this, you can play that, Yeah. Just from experience, it's like, oh, you can be racially ambiguous. And then I'm like, when someone told me that, I was like, oh, okay, cool. I didn't really know what that really meant, and I'm like, well, I mean, all right, I guess.
No. Black girls have to be light skinned, and black guys are like, I think black guys are championed for both being light skinned, brown skinned, dark skinned.
Oh wait, I think I wasn't aware of it, but there was like a dark skinned dude era.
There was.
Yeah.
There was.
And then like, and then I think light skinned dudes came along, and then they started doing this.
Yeah, they started doing the. Now squint your eyes and bite your lip. That's every light skinned dude, either the biting lip or the thing that Drake does. I was watching this this was just like something funny. I was watching Lil Yachty's new music video, Oprah's bank account, and then like Lil Yachty was playing Oprah, well Bopra, and then they had Drake on as like a guest, and he was like, you know, I'm trying to get my LSC out, my light skin capacity, and he was just doing these little movements. I thought that was just funny, but all the little, you know, what's up, girl?
I could be a light skinned dude.
You can just touch your head back a little bit more, just like, yeah, what up, baby? You know, how's it? But yeah, light skin and dark skin are doing it. Still, I do still worry that I do have a dark skin fetish though.
I mean,
because like I know
explain that to me more.
Well, I know that I'm not with my boyfriend's dark. He's African African. He's he's Nigerian, and he is a dark skinned guy. And like, I know that I'm not with him because he's dark skinned.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just with him because of the person he is. But like, I'm such a like champion of dark skin. Like when I see dark skin, I'm like, oh my god, their skin is gorgeous. Oh, they're just like flawless. And like women or men, it doesn't matter. I'm just like, wow, they're beautiful. And I worried till I was like, am I like fetishizing their skin color? Like, would I be the same if they were? I don't know. If they looked the same and they were light skinned.
I don't know. I guess maybe if that's a thing. I know for sure there's like a light skin fetish and there's a black fetish.
Yeah, there's a dark skin fetish too, though. Dark skin, it's like the same thing. Like where it's like you're with the person because of the color. Like, oh, that dark skin, it's nice, it's this. And you're not like.
Even though it's not as popular as
it's not as popular as like light skin fetishes, you know.
So PSA to the black men out there, you got to be careful because if you're dating a non-black person, they may be fetishizing you.
They just might.
Yeah, probably
90%, at least 90.
Ew! I saw this tweet and they was like, heck yeah, I got me a black man. I don't know why I saw that.
What is she country? From Kentucky.
The way she was tweeting, it sounded like it. Like she was from. Yeah, she was like, gonna make me some mixed babies. And I was like,
mixed babies aren't into racism.
Okay. Oh yeah, and people fetishize having mixed babies.
Yes.
Like gross.
Let me tell you how it wouldn't be the into racism. If any of y'all watched Fairly Odd Parents, y'all would know why it wouldn't be. There was an episode where Timmy, like, remember, like the dentist and his son was always like being mean to everybody. So Timmy made a wish that everyone would be gray blobs, so no one would look different. But here these. I don't want to cuss. Here they go talk about, oh, but we're the grayest and the blobbiest. Like, it will never really matter. Like, it's just like a mentality. I don't think it's not a look.
Well, no, there are some people that say, oh yeah, I'm just helping. Like, y'all are weird. Stop fetishizing children.
Right? Weirdos.
Super weirdos.
I saw this tweet on, Twitter.
Oh, really?
Tweet.
Oh, okay.
Shut up, no shady. I saw this tweet, and basically this girl was saying like, black guys, you know that she was like dark skinned black guys, you know that you can be with more than light skinned girls, right?
Oh yeah.
And literally the response to that was nothing but light skinned girls posting pictures of them with their dark skinned boyfriends, but like, oh, but we look cute, but this and that.
Oh look,
this and that. It was pygmies. It was like, oh, but we're cute, but love is love. And the girl like who posted it was like, that was not the point of the tweet. The tweet was me telling black guys, like, if you notice, dark-skinned guys usually pick girls that are lighter than them.
Yeah.
You know, like, especially, like, in, like, you can tell from, like, athletes and celebrities and stuff.
Or non-black girls in general.
Yeah, non-black girls in general. It's, like, girls that are lighter than them. That's colorism for you folks. Right there. It's because of slavery.
Coming at you. What?
It is because of slavery. Every problem is because of slavery. I want you to know that.
I would say every problem is from the people that made slavery, but okay.
Every problem is because of slavery.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. Hey, don't have a fetish.
Is this a commercial?
This has been a PSA from Do You Mind?
Wait, hold on. Let's start it over.
Okay.
Hey. Don't have a fetish.
Don't have a fetish.
This has been Do You Mind?
Yes.
With Jatori and Jay.
PSA. Hold it. Wait, no. Hold it.
With my light skinned face. With a beard, I guess. I often stroke my non-existent beard. How long it is? I don't know. It depends on my mood. This is about nothing now. I don't know what this podcast is anymore.
It just looks like you're doing jellyfish with your hands.
That's what stroking a beard is. Jellyfish. You basically don't have a beard. You have a jellyfish.
I have a jellyfish. That's interesting. This is unrelated, but like, I hate when like you go to the nail salon to get your eyebrows waxed and they're like lip too, and I'm like, bruh, come on now. And I'm like, dude,
like this is noticeable.
Don't do me like that, yo. Don't do me. Come on, that's just, you know what? It's just a little bit of acne. That's all that is. It's not. It's a mustache.
Hate to see it.
You don't hate that? That never happened to you?
No.
It never happened to you?
No.
Have you got your eyebrows waxed before?
Yeah,
Yes, you have.
I have.
Cause what?
Mine are not. My people are nice. It's there. That doesn't mean they said anything about it.
Hey, What's 102 must have been rude then. It was for sure
it
like
rude.
Lip too? No lip. I don't even have a mustache.
Tweet of the week. That's the intro for tweet of the week.
With a drum roll? I would think you would hit on something to make it sound.
I'm gonna hurt my fingers.
You got weak fingers, man. What is that? Would you like to present it, or shall I present it?
You can present it.
I shall present our Tweet of the Week. Tweet of the Week.
Oh, Lord, phlegm. You know, sometimes when I'm talking to people, like, I don't know if you've heard this or not, I could just be like,
You just power through it?
I hope no one notices. I'm like, oh, Lord.
Good on you. I'll never notice.
Oh, good.
But then again, I'm very oblivious and
You
don't
are.
remember anything.
It's okay. That's why I have you as
Don't
a
take
friend.
my word for it. All right, y'all. Our Tweet of the Week comes from Demetrius Harmon, who is also known as Meech on Mars. I love him on YouTube. Him and Low. Anywho, and this says, I'm too picky of an eater to be in an apocalypse. I'll die before I eat some beans. Now just try. If you were in apocalypse, would you be picky to anything?
If I was in apocalypse,
Yeah,
or
you
if
were
I
in
was in the apocalypse?
Wait, what?
Am I the apocalypse or am I in the apocalypse?
Yeah, man, that's my question. If you were in apocalypse,
I don't even understand what you said just then. Actually, that tweet reminds me of something like, it's such a weird time for vegans to be condescending to us right now. But someone found the time to do it, and they was like, yeah, this started because of the
because of meat,
meat eaters and stuff, and the manufacturing. But they're really talking about the meat eaters, and I was like,
Of course they were.
yeah.
How dare you? Just because we don't have enough plants. If there was enough oxygen in this world, I don't know.
Wait, what? First of all, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go away from the tweet, but like, I feel like vegans don't eat meat because it's alive, right?
Yeah, because it's a living being. Well, not all of them. They're the ones who are like, say, like PETA vegans who are like, oh, you know, it's an animal.
Yeah, I'm not talking
alive.
about the vegans and the vegetarians who have like, you know, issues that for certain reasons.
That's what I
why
did.
they
Like,
stuff.
for instance, my mom, she's a vegan. She just doesn't eat it because it's unhealthy. She's like, oh, no red meat is really unhealthy. All this meat.
Oh man, if you eat so much red meat, it's like,
and that'll kill you. But yeah, like someone like that, it's like, oh, you know, red meat is unhealthy. It has a lot of mucus. It's this, it's that. I don't eat it because of that. Like, there's people who are like that too.
Yeah,
they're also the ones who are like, oh no, it's an animal and I love cows and we gotta use cows, moo. I don't know.
I mean, like, to the people
Why don't you
that
say
like think it's a lot, like not think, but like it's alive, so they don't want to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
To me, like the earth itself is
That's
a living
alive.
being.
They do photosynthesis. That's
Just
weird.
because, like, you can't understand an animal when they cry or like whatever, like you can't understand what they're saying. But like, just because plants don't, you can't hear them or like understand them, doesn't mean like it's not alive. Like they live and they die, and the earth will consume you when you die. So I mean, like, don't be condescending, because it's a circle.
It is a circle. I just thought about that. They're just gonna swallow us whole one day.
I think it's doing it right now.
It is what it is.
What do you think about? I've been so left field. What do you
That's
think?
alright.
What do you think about the people who, instead of being in a casket or getting, or maybe you do have to get cremated, when you like die, you become a tree pod and then you get planted.
I
as a
think
tree.
that's cool.
Isn't that cool?
That is cool.
Right?
However, what if you're like reincarnated as that tree and then you get chopped down?
No, that's my thought. I was literally.
What would you do?
I thought of like a.
Would you
really-
scream inside as a tree?
I thought of like a really cool. I feel like, okay, Family Guy. Like, this is a good idea, but pay me.
But pay me. If we see this in future episodes, we're suing you with our
with all of our lawyers, with all of our money.
That's right.
Yeah.
We have a lot of that.
A lot of it.
Yeah.
A lot of money.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bands.
Mm-hmm.
Light skin face.
What is that? Face.
So like, imagine a cutaway with like, just, you know, you being like, oh, when I die, bury me as a tree. And then they get planted, and then, you know, the kid looks up to them, and then they're like, this is a good thing. And then generations go by, the tree grows. And then, you know how usually in the show they have like little mouths on like everything? So there's a mouth on the tree, and then like, I don't know, the great, imagine it's an oak tree. The great, like grandson is just looking up at the tree as an adult, and the tree's like, oh, look at my great. And while he's saying that, he just pulls out an axe, not an axe, like a chainsaw, and then he's like, oh God, wait, what are you doing? Oh Lord, and then he's lying there with his mouth like, I've been betrayed. Why did I ever want to get buried as a tree?
Man, why is violence
And then they
so
put him in
funny?
the chipper. Pay me.
Pay me. That sounds like exactly something to be a Family Guy. Pay her.
I watched a lot of Family Guy.
But not just her, us, because I'm on this show too.
Okay.
I was saying some stuff while she was saying it.
Yeah, she was my hype man. Pay her hype man money.
That's right.
Damn, isn't it crazy that what happened to Flavor Flav?
Bro, it's been years and now they're kicking him out. I was like, dang, y'all crazy for that.
That's crazy, man.
That's crazy.
Yo,
Didn't you write on crayon it?
Brittany, that ain't it, man.
That ain't it. That's hilarious. I mean, it's not because I got kicked out, but it kind of is.
I mean, he could come back, I think, eventually.
He can come back. He might come back. I don't know.
You got kicked out of a group that's not even doing anything anymore. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, should I be happy or should I be upset?
I'd be a little offended. I'm like,
Or
y'all
like
ain't got
indifferent?
shows. Y'all need me. I'll pump y'all up.
Flavor Flav.
Hey.
Good times.
Flavor Flav paved the way. I know we're going completely left field. Flavor Flav.
We're not even in this podcast anymore.
We're not.
I think
We're just at home. Flavor Flav totally paved the way for reality TV shows.
I think just reality television in general. That was one of the first ones.
I will say it as well.
Did I watch it? I watched I Love New York.
I watched it religiously.
Oh, yeah?
Me and my friend Amber, who was also my roommate in college, we watched it at least once a month, the whole series. That and Charm School. It was amazing.
Wow.
Flavor Flav is, even though he looks how he looks, Flavor Flav is hilarious.
Flavor Flav.
Like literally, like when I was watching Flavor of Love, like I'm like, okay, I understand why all these girls want him, because he's like, first of all, he's really nice, and he's like sweet, but he's also like freaking hilarious. I was like, bruh.
Don't forget you got money. Does money make you attractive?
Of course it does. You see all these old ass, dusty, crusty, rusty, musty, whatever else
Are
rhymes
you
with
naming
that.
all the dwarves of the Ratchet family or something?
Oh yeah, there was Dusty, Crusty,
Dusty, crusty, musty.
But yeah, you see the old man with all those like young girls and they got like billions. She ain't there because she loved him that much. I want an old man, please. If any old man sees this, I need to pay bills.
I mean, you can always just go on the sugar daddy website or sugar baby website.
That's true. My boyfriend supports this.
All right.
I'm bringing money home for the family.
Do you have experience with the sugar baby website? We'd like to hear it from you.
We would.
I would. I really would.
I would
That wasn't like a
that was
commercial. I
interesting.
kind of do want to
I would
like
love to
hear
hear that.
I've thought about it multiple times. I think
multiple times.
I think I met my almost sugar daddy one time. My mom was there, so that was cool.
Your mom was always there.
I mean, we had to go grocery shopping with her.
That's true.
Yeah.
I was at the grocery store.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
We're at the hip, you know?
Yeah, it's true.
Kind of right now. I'm a grown woman.
I guess.
Anyway, back to this tweet.
Well, you were saying something. Your sugar daddy. That would have
Was
been.
I? Oh, that was it. It wasn't. It wasn't.
Boo!
I mean, that was the story. I almost met him. I mean, I think it was. He didn't really say anything. I feel like it was leaning that way. But then I was like, ah. There are actually some people who like will be your sugar daddy without like sex and everything.
Yeah, my friend Ever was
They
talking
just want
about.
people to talk to.
Yeah, talking about a friend of hers who like had a sugar daddy, but like they didn't do any sexual things, and they really didn't do like that. He just like would call her and talk to her, and she would like read to him, and then he'd pay and give her money to read. That's what I want. Please, I will read to someone all the time and just talk to them on the phone. I don't even talk on the phone, and I'll do it.
Have you called those people you said you was gonna call?
They know all of them. They watch this.
Especially in this time and day, you haven't called them yet?
So this tweet.
What's the tweet again?
Trash.
It's okay.
I'm too picky of an eater to be in an apocalypse. I'll die before I eat some beans. Now the story.
Yes, Jada.
What would you wouldn't eat in apocalypse?
Probably the same stuff I wouldn't eat now.
Really?
Yeah.
You'd be that picky?
I'm not picky. I'm not a picky eater though.
I'm such a picky eater.
Are you?
I am.
Actually, you kind of are.
It'd be very hard for me in an apocalypse. I'd be like, beans! Yeah, exactly. I'd do the same thing. Beans! Beans!
When I think about the apocalypse, I can only think about The Walking Dead. And like certain apocalypses might not even like be that bad. Like, what's an apocalypse, to be quite honest? The end of the world or like...
I mean, it's not the exact end of the world, but it's like after something world changing happens that ends the world.
I spelled that wrong. It came up.
It came up.
The complete final destruction of the world as described in the biblical... What? That's biblical. Hold on. An event involving destruction or damage on an awesome or catastrophic scale.
By the way, we've been using awesome completely wrong.
I've been using what?
Awesome completely wrong. As
The-
you can
the
see.
word awesome?
As you can see in this description. Because
Where?
awesome is like, see? Or if damage or an awesome.
Oh.
Awesome or catastrophic.
I feel like awesome
Awesome
is
means
just like.
catastrophic. Is
I
what
don't think
awesome
it
means.
actually means catastrophic.
Well, it doesn't mean it, but it's like
Extremely
synonymous.
impressive or daunting. Inspiring
Daunting.
great admiration.
I think it's how it originally came out, and then people were just like, but it's extremely impressive.
I mean, the thing is, words change all the time.
That's true.
That
Just
probably
like
wasn't even.
people. I don't know where that came from.
All right.
I was just speaking.
All right.
I don't know why you don't stop me
Speaking some,
sometimes.
I just want to see what you say. I want to see what happens.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right.
Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's. Anyway, the apocalypse. An event involving. Sometimes I randomly taste something. To try and like taste the air, taste the mood.
Taste the mood. Snakes do that.
Do they? Are you calling me a snake?
Snakes do that. Fun fact.
Oh,
Snakes taste how they scent with their tongue. So
They smell with
when
their tongue?
when tongues flick out. When snakes' tongue flicks out, that's
Yeah.
how they smell, I believe.
Cool.
They taste the air around them.
But what are their nostrils for? Are they just for show? They just yes. I watched enough Disney
What
movies
is
to
their
know that
taste
snakes
for?
have some. To know that snakes have nostrils.
I learned a fun fact, but now I can't remember it. But snakes, like, they flick out their tongue.
No.
Hey, neighbors. Hey, y'all hear this?
Do y'all ever sometimes answer your neighbors' questions when they be shouting, or like just people in public?
I
Hey, what's up, man? Oh yeah.
Remember you were here? One time my dog was barking, and, like, the neighbors, like, over here was all like, man, shut the F up. And I was like, nigga, you shut up. I'm yelling at my dog. I mean, first of all, the audacity, because this, like, particular neighbor is always loud. And I was like, I just don't believe
The
it.
audacity.
We just went completely over the tweet of the week.
It's okay.
Sorry. Y'all know what it is. He's hilarious. Nisha Mars.
I don't really. Like I said, zombie apocalypse.
Mhm.
I guess all of the people will stop manufacturing foods. I guess the farms will shut down.
I mean, you make your own environment in an apocalypse.
Yeah, but like, doesn't matter if like the soil's contaminated. Like, it really depends on all of the apocalypse situations.
Okay, so it's a. I don't want to say zombie because I'm gonna die.
If it's a robot apocalypse
Robot
that the
apocalypse.
robots took over,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna make us slaves. Like,
Nah, we gotta
people.
fight back. We gotta be in the resistance.
You ain't seen iRobot?
He fought back.
Yeah, it was hard. Also, he was a cyborg because he had one arm, a robot arm,
I mean,
so he don't count. He ain't with us.
what about a Terminator? There's
Oh
resistance.
Lord, I would never be in a Terminator movie. That's scary as I don't know what. That would.
Well,
Anyway, what about you? Food that you?
anything I'm doing now, I could not eat in apocalypse.
It'd be
If
the
I can't
same.
eat it now, I ain't eating it then. What's this? Nuts? I ain't eating this.
I might stop eating certain meat if I don't have the certain ways to cook it.
Like all meat?
Yes, because certain meat needs to be
You
cooked.
just gotta build a fire.
Okay, but like, you know how long I watched the episode of Bob's Burgers. This fool really was trying to cook a turkey with like a fire pit, and it took him like 5, 7, 8 hours.
Yeah, bro. That's
He was like-
turkeys are thick birds. But if you like cut it into pieces, you just rotisserie style.
It's still gonna take a long
That's
time.
gonna be my job in the apocalypse. I'm gonna cook some food.
You know
with
it's gonna
fire.
take you a long time, right?
That's okay, because then I won't need to do any other jobs. So I'm doing this one job.
You don't know
Cooking
that.
food for a long time.
As we have learned from all the apocalypse movies and shows, you will be overthrown and be forced to do something else.
Overthrown. I'm just the chef.
Exactly.
Who's overthrowing the chef?
Anyway, we've gone so left field. This was fun though. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thank you.
Chilling. Tell our neighbors to be quiet
Yeah.
or hush up. We're trying to do stuff.
We're doing stuff in here.
We doing. What is
Important
this?
stuff. I was like throwing it down.
What is?
I was throwing it down.
What are you throwing down?
It.
What is it?
It is to be thrown down.
Like, subscribe.
Comment if I'm funny or not. I
No.
believe I am.
Tell her no.
I think I'm hilarious.
Stop this madness.
No. Hilarious.
Madness, serious.
Sorry.
Oh no, don't do that.
Sorry.
Don't do that.
I'm funny.
Don't do that.
Sorry.
Bye, y'all.
Sorry. Wait. I'm funny. Bye, guys.